Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Mazal Tov to Netanel Schamroth and his entire family. Baruch Hashem, and Tekilah, and Rana Maor, Parsha Vayigash, Tov Shin Pei, 2019. We celebrated the Bar Mitzvah of Netanel Schamroth, and I don't always make videos in honor of Bar Mitzvah boys, but I must have been a certain bias. It's almost like I'm making a video for my son, which of course when Shlomo was Bar Mitzvah, I had plenty to say there. In certain ways, the feelings are similar. Netanel grew up in our home so many years, so close to Shlomo Meyer, Shlomo and Gan Arba, 4-year-old. Gan already joined Darchei Noam, so the two of them were together from Gan Arba, Gan Chovah, and then for another 6 years through 6th grade. Shlomo left Darchei Noam this past year, but they were there for 8 years together. And there's so much to say about Netanel Schamroth, and these are not just Mazal Tov wishes to him and honoring his family, but I think there is a Musar Haskell. There are things that we could learn from this young man who's just so beyond his years. So it's been a fascinating phenomenon with Shlomo and his friends over the years. They started in Gan Arba, and Shlomo was one of the kids. As time went on, 2nd grade, 4th grade, 5th, 6th, each kid as he developed realized Shlomo a little bit different. Some had clarity of what exactly the difference was, and they even said they read about Down syndrome. Others didn't know, but just sensed. And it's only natural as time goes on, the kids are going to gravitate to friends who they can play with. They can play ball on the same level. They can have discussions on the same level and talk about topics that they both find interesting. And with Shlomo, certainly maybe in the Gan Arba, Gan Chovah, the early years in Gan could keep up with them, but physically, mentally, just he couldn't as time went on. And as days go on, there's a distance between the other kids. Everyone's always nice with him, but it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same friendship as in 1st grade, 2nd grade, except for 1 or 2 or 3 kids. And one of them was Netanel, and is Netanel Schamroth. Where it's one thing we have, I teach at Rashid. And at Rashid, many kids in the summertime, what do? They go to Camp Hask. And they work really hard taking care of it's a special needs camp. And these are 19-year-olds doing a tremendous chesed. And Yetz Hashem, 19 they're doing that, 25, 30, Yetz Hashem, they won't be going to ask anymore unless they're going to work there as a parnasser, or maybe usually after those years are not counselors, but they're going to be involved in organizations and chesed and building mikvahs and shuls and yeshivas and any other organization they get involved in. That's what adults do. Kids, usually it's not the same way. Netanel just was always there for Shlomo. I hope he had a good time at our house over the years when he came for Shabbat and Shlomo came to him. But I think as years went on, he realized Shlomo was a little bit different. So he enjoyed Shlomo as much as he could. But also there's a chesed element there. That's incredible. 8, 9, 10, 11. He could have a play date with someone, quote, regular, where they could play ball and full ball, which someone can't keep up with that, and hang out and talk about things that a typical 10-year-old, 12-year-old does, and he would be Mavater and give it up and hang out with Shlomo instead. Because he knew Shlomo also deserved play dates. This is not normal. This is beyond. This is beyond years. To be involved in such Ahavta l'recha kamocha chesed so early on. It's amazing. It says there's a special neshama here. Special neshama Netanel Schamroth has. And of course, it's a tribute to the Netanel and to the whole family. Schamroth family, it's just a different league. In shul today, I said I made an astronomical discovery. Hasn't been found in the world of science yet. It came from Danny Myers. Back in the day, in the 60s, there were 9 planets. Then one was declassified. Well, I brought another one back today. It's called Planet Schamroth, where you talk about people of the highest caliber, geniuses, incredible minds. But you can have a great mind. That doesn't mean you're going to be a great family. But when that mind is combined with chesed and love, Avas Yisrael, Avas Torah, loving Yisrael, loving the community, and just how can I help improve the shul, the community, Klal Yisrael? How can I help bring the Geula? That's the Schamroth clan. And the Schamroth on one side, the Sifs in South Africa on the other side, and of course all the relatives and the cousins and the grandparents. It's wow. Just a family of love, of chesed. And of course, it's not coincidence that Netanel grew up in such a manner, in such a home, where anytime Shlomo would call for a play date, even if the Netanel wasn't around, so Eliezer was around. So he said, "Can I come play with you, Eliezer?" Perfect, amazing, sure. Everything is great. That positivity, that spirit, that optimism. He only agreed with me today when he spoke. He said, it's Eliezer. Of course, everyone plays a role in the house and the generations, the uncles, the aunts, and the grandparents. But Eliezer's special, special role. That optimism. How much do we have to learn from her? Just to go with the flow and see the good in everyone, see the good in every situation. And just to see, yeah, Shlomo's perfect. Yeah, of course you come over now. Wonderful. Perfect. How many times does she use that word? Because that's how she feels. Because everything's good in the world. So this to me is a celebration, the Schamroth Bar Mitzvah, a celebration of the Schamroth family on all the generations. We're going to be in the building with you, this in Alvin, for 18 plus years. Amazing. And all the close relatives, the cousins, aunts, and I'm so close with everyone, I can't name everyone now. It's a celebration of a family, a model who we can learn with, to just keep giving and giving and giving to Klal Yisrael, Tikkun HaOlam, and to go ahead and have that positive attitude, that optimism, everything is perfect, great, super. And when we have that family, it's going to produce an Netanel Schamroth, who at 7, at 8, 9, 10, 11 is just oozing out with love and chesed and ava. Just an incredible family. It's a big zechus for me to wish a Mazal Tov to the family, to Netanel, to everyone. And I think we need to learn from this family. Next time we start complaining, whining, this is no good, that's no good, think of the Schamroth family. Guarantee you Eliezer wouldn't be complaining in that situation. It would be perfect. And it's not, she'll make it perfect. And that's what we have to do. We have to keep giving, being optimistic, just have hearts of gold that are so big. And in Yetz Hashem, just like they have so much nachas from Netanel, all of their children. Yetz Hashem, we follow in the Schamroth path. We take a little visit to Planet Schamroth. We too will learn about that optimism and that giving and that chesed. May we continue to share smachot and nachat together. Shalom.